speaking of mixing it up,
right?
Got two sorties right here, Chrom and Ike.
All right, Mind is a old school brawl player, part of Calm Animals, you know, and area, Austin, wow, Austin, Arlington. Arlington area, so he's been around for a while. He's definitely a defensive powerhouse, will play neutral with you for as long as it takes, is not afraid going to time type of thing.
Yeah,
but I don't think Lunchables is going to let that kind of thing slide. So it's all about the punish game between these two.
Yeah, and speaking of punish game, Mind not letting up.
Bro,
this could be a counter.
Punishing! Oh my,
yeah. You know what? That's why I stopped using Chrom in doubles, because I faced Mind in Calm Animal once. He countered me every
time.
And it's like you aired out the ledge. Oh, you're getting down tilted.
Yeah.
Or, you know, even Eruption.
Spacing from Mind, the cross-up nairs. Ariel's going around, and the recovery frames on his moves are pretty non-existent as well, so he could pick another option immediately, force you in that mix-up.
Yeah, you know, Lunchables is a very good player in his own right, you know, hailing from like Melee and PM, I believe, and, you know, he's gotten second at a really stacked Shockwave. He took a set off of Austin, but, you know,
believe it or not, Lunchables played Brawl.
He played Brawl,
and his tag was Zack Attack 20, or 64. Zack Attack 64. Oh, yeah, done. Yeah, well, we attacking.
Another counter.
I hate you. I have to... I'll get you.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, Lunchable's a very good player, but you know, I'm not too sure how much experience he has with Ike.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I'm not actually really sure how much Lunchables plays outside of just kind of attending tournaments every now and then. So maybe he doesn't know this matchup, or maybe he's just... It's just unfortunate. You know, the counter is going to handle that. Lunchables is pretty good at aggressively cutting off your options so that he doesn't necessarily have to think about a lot of recovery or defensive things, but versus Ike, you have to utilize your shield, you have to utilize your movement.
Yeah, and you know, even with Lunchables being so good at cutting off options aggressively, like Mind is just playing, you know, that defensive powerhouse game. He's outspacing so much.
Yeah, and even in the mid-range, or not the mid-range, close range, he's picking, like, you know, Nair, obviously, but spacing it, if he's facing... If Lunchables is facing him, he spaces it so that he can't get a shield grab, and if Lunchables is not facing him, then he goes for the cross-up.
Okay, and wow, landing aggressively with down air there.
Ooh, wow! Was that falling to rising? Back air?
Yeah, he said, don't touch my shield.
Oh.
Get out of my airspace.
Dealing with the pressure of this fence post.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, Lunchables does have the Roy as well, so
That's
true.
True.
I wonder if he'll...
He has and the Lucina, I don't know how practiced it is, but it is an option.
Yeah, definitely, because his recoveries were getting exploited pretty well. So, you know, if he wants to change it up, now might be the time to do so.
True.
Mine just seemed to have that matchup on deck. Like, you know, I don't want to say I'm the best Chrom experience, but when he was fighting my Chrom in doubles, like, he just knew.
Yeah, I imagine.
So, gonna stick with the, gonna switch to
we're going to Roy, yep.
The boy. Roy versus IKEA.
Town and city, so a lot more room to... I hate you, I just heard what you said. Town and city, so he has a lot more room to work with, and that's going to give him all of the movement options. Now he can really utilize his dash.
Yeah, and you know, already Lunchables is seeming more confident here. And he's really getting in, being able to use the hilt of the sword, and you know, maybe that's where he likes to be. You know, Chrom able to space a little bit more, but with Roy, you know, you'll feel more confident going in because you really want to be as close as possible.
Because you really need that inside hitbox.
That interaction was nasty.
Yeah.
Imagine. Oh, there's the 0 to death.
45 seconds, baby.
As Salt1 once said, imagine getting out of the corner versus Roy.
No, imagine.
It's
Must
actually
be nice.
a myth. It's actually a myth.
And already you can see Lunchables is a lot more comfortable with how he's approaching, and he is doing a lot of approaching. He's putting himself in situations where he can afford to guess, and if you force someone to deal with your mix-up, you're automatically in an advantage.
Yeah, like FGC Dad said, don't worry about if they're going to block the mix, just put them in the blender.
Yep.
And yeah, mine's gonna have to adjust his spacing a little bit. This Roy is, you know, a little bit more aggressive than the Crom, so just gonna have to, you know, really take a step back and reevaluate his game
He's looking for the up air. Not there. Dash attack gonna clean up that stock.
Ike is so good at frame trapping air dodges like that. This boy actually watched the art of Ike by Izzaw Smash. Just every time you directional air dodge, oh, that's a dash attack.
Still has to deal with comfortable Lunchables, though. That's a dangerous person. Nair on spot dodge, nothing there.
Oh, these confirms are coming in right now.
Nice and crispy. Just like Mommy used to make them. Quick draw. Wow, that shifted his hurt box.
Oh my gosh, Lunchables not letting up. And yeah, mine might be a little bit shaken right now.
Yeah, I think he's out of his element. Lunchables is just, he's in too deep.
Yeah, and
TLOC too deep. Oh, done.
Oh
jab, back air, every stock.
You ever just die at 80 because you got hit by a jab?
I hope not, too. Quick answer.
You know, Roy and Crom being, you know, quote-unquote echo fighters of each other, but we really see the differences come into play sometimes.
Oh, yeah, stark difference.
Like, the entire game plan and play style in neutral, it can just be so much different, and the advantage state as well, the disadvantage, just everything.
Right.
You know, their key differences really make the characters a little bit more unique than you might first think.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't see too much edge guarding from Mine's part there, but, you know, most in part because Lunchables didn't even give him the chance.
He didn't even have to, yeah. He was never put in that situation, or rarely, I think once or twice.
Yeah, Mine was, you know, trying to go for, like, you know, the down air 2 frame, which,
yeah,
you know, much harder than just countering Crom up B.
Right.
And on FD here,
Nair, double Nair to double fair, and still in control.
You know, I'm not too sure about this pick, just because I feel like Roy can string you along. He can just string you along the ground, no interruptions, no platform jank, and you know, it can just be really hard to land against this super fast, aggressive sortie. But Mind having something else in mind.
Yeah, very nice. As soon as you started talking, I was like, mind in mind.
I didn't want to. I really didn't.
It's too hard. It was unblockable. You couldn't. You didn't have a choice. Oh, tried to go for the tomahawk, but Lunchables, quick reaction, the up B, handled that. So no mix-up for you today.
Yeah, that up B out of shield, I don't know exactly how fast the armor comes out, but you know, it does have armor. You know, it can power through moves, so you know, if you don't have a good grab to beat it out, good option to go for.
The Lunchables strikes first blood in game 3, and we're right back into advantage, it seems. There's no slowdown. Cross up, Nair for the up tilt, and he gets 2 for it.
Yeah, Lunchable said, what's neutral? All I know is advantage state. I don't play neutral. I play my game.
Neutral is me jumping in. Throwing out what?
I've seen them actually go for that before as Crom. I just love it though.
Wow, and the charge down smash for the punish on the recovery. Who is this man? Going for the down air, not there.
Yeah, and oh my gosh.
Double fair. Oh, what?
Oh.
We gotta talk. Wait a second.
Lunchables working on a 3-stock might be completely in Mine's head at this point.
There's like no stopping. He's just, you die now.
Yeah, and you know, I don't even know what Mine could be doing differently besides, you know, maybe go for like a ledge trump or a fake trump when he has him at the ledge instead of going for the down air 2 frame, because that is a little bit hard to
he
get.
really could do fair as well, because Lunchables is recovering in angles where down air's not going to hit, but fair might.
Yeah, you know, also maybe, you know, eruption, you know. Just
true, that's
just other
true.
Options.
You also have eruption. I feel like that's probably the better idea since Roy can't snap ledge, or he can just from a certain distance. And the quick draw not going to get there. Man, Lunchables cleaning up shop. That was scary.
Yeah, you know, he just.
Get out of here. Actually,